People will be like, oh, y'all goals, y'all couple goals. And I be like, girl, we in this bitch moving furniture. People normally look at like relationships from the outside, but they only usually see like the good, the vacations, the smiles, the love. What you normally don't see is the work that it takes to have a healthy relationship. Let me be honest. Me and my husband's relationship wasn't always what it looked like, what people saw. Like on the outside. We done had ups and we done had downs. And we done had some deep downs. We went through seasons where, and I'm just gonna be honest, where we didn't even like each other. We've been together 19 years. I say a good 5-6 years. It was bad. We was hanging on by 3, arguing to pulling away from each other. He want to go left, I want to go right. We was doing life side by side, but not really together. If that makes sense. As I sit here today, it's crazy. I really can't even remember the details on most of the arguments. If I wanted to, I'd be like, what do you do? I don't know. It don't matter. As much as you think something matters, it really don't matter. The little things that will have us so mad at each other don't even matter. Really, all I remember is the love. The love kind of overshadows everything. All I feel is the love and what we do. But in order to get here, we had to have a real moment where we sat and it was just like, what are we doing? All this arguing back and forth. You getting older, I'm getting older. What we doing? Where this going? We got a business, we got kids, we got this. Most of our arguments, we were basically saying the end result was gonna be the same, but his delivery was one way and then my delivery was another way. We'll be saying the exact same thing in the middle of an argument. It's like we not listening to each other. We saying the exact same thing. The end result is always the same. Because we like this, nobody's receiving what the other person is saying. It's simple. You be nice to me and I'll be nice to you. That's just the bottom line. When we got nice to each other, we got friends. And that's when like the argument stopped. And we didn't try to fix everything overnight. It wasn't no overnight fix. Be nice to me and I'll be nice to you. We just started with kindness and everything else kind of went from there. Relationships aren't about like being perfect, pretending everything is okay, when really they not. It's really about 2 people deciding over and over and over and over again to just keep trying. That's it. You just gotta keep trying and eventually you're gonna get it right or not. Now that he's gone, I can look back and say it was so worth it. Everything was worth every bit of the struggle. The love we built is really what made the relationship strong. Through the tears, the fights, the late nights, the early mornings. You use so much energy being mad at somebody. You got an attitude, and then I would get to the point where I would have something to tell him, but because I got an attitude, I don't want to tell you right now. I used to go write stuff down, so when I do start back talking to him, I will tell him what I was going to tell him. And another thing we realized, the kids went back home to Mississippi for the summertime for like a month and a half. When I tell you, that was the best time we have had. When they was coming back, I was like, you do realize that we hadn't argued, not argued, but we really, because we had got to a point where it really wasn't no argument. Like I would say what I would say. Moving to Vegas, it really made us become closer because it was like, we the only ones here. We don't know nobody. We really forced ourselves. He was all I had. I was all he had. So if we did get into it or we started beefing, it didn't last long. We say what we say, and now what we finna eat? What we eating today? So I realized it was the kids. It be them kids. So if you're in a relationship and it's tough, you know your person better than anybody knows that. Yourself, is it worth it? Because sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes, you know, I'm going to holler at you. But if you know you got somebody that's riding with you till the wheels fall off, or going through something, it's not always supposed to be perfect. It's not, you combining two different lives. They're raised one way, you raised another way, and then y'all trying to come together and make it work. So you dealing with that person. You don't know how they was raised, trauma that they had growing up, the trauma you had growing up. So y'all just coming together and trying to make a relationship work when relationships is what you put in. It's the choices that you make daily. Be nice to me and I'll be nice to you. And that's another thing. People will be like, oh, y'all goals, y'all couple goals. And I be like, girl, we in this bitch moving furniture. But even though he's no longer here with me, honestly say, everything was worth it. Everything. Every bit of it was worth it. So just choose to be nice. Just start there. Be nice. Even when you mad, be nice. Yeah, I mastered being nice. Even when he pissed me off, I still was like, all right. Whatever. I had to grow myself. I started reading books about men and women. Part of our struggle was not understanding each other's roles and needs. It was more, I had to learn my natural feminine energy is about creating and just going with the flow and nurturing. And the masculine energy wants structure. Once I understood that, I started seeing us different. And it started making sense why he would say certain stuff or want certain stuff, and I would want this, or I would want to read it to him, so he can understand too. So we started to appreciate how we balanced each other and study fighting against it.